ॐ यज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 8. The summary of the 8th chapter is given by Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrit Prabha Bhasya. After visiting the temple of Jiyada Nrsimha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the banks of the river Godavari and to a place known as Vidyanagara. When Sri Ramananda Rai went there to take his bath, and they met. After introducing himself, Sri Ramananda Rai requested Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to remain in the village for some days. Honoring his request, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed there in the home of some Vedic Brahmanas. In the evening, Sri Ramananda Rai used to come to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ramananda Rai was clothed in ordinary dress, offered the Lord respectful obeisances. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu questioned him on the object and process of worship, and also asked him to recite verses from the Vedic literature. First of all, Sri Ramananda Rai enunciated the system of the Varnasrama institution. He recited various verses about karmarpana, stating that everything should be dedicated to the Lord. He then spoke of attached action, knowledge mixed with devotional service, and finally the spontaneous loving service of the Lord. After hearing Srila Ramananda Rai recite some verses, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the principle of pure devotional service, devoid of all kinds of speculation. After this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Rai to explain the higher platform of devotional service. Then Srila Ramananda Rai explained another devotional service, love of Godhead, and serving the Lord in the mode of pure servitude, fraternity, and parental love. Finally, he spoke of serving the Lord in conjugal love. He then spoke of how conjugal love can be developed in various ways. This conjugal love attains the highest perfection in Srimati Radharani's love of Krishna. He next described the position of Srimati Radharani and the transcendental melodies of love of God. Srila Ramananda Rai then recited a verse of his own concerning the platform of ecstatic vision, technically called Prema Vilas Vivarta. Srila Ramananda Rai also explained that all stages of conjugal love can be attained through the mercy of the residents of Vrindavan, especially by the mercy of the gopis. All these subject matters were thus vividly described. Gradually, Ramananda Rai could understand the position of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited his real form, Ramananda Rai fell unconscious. After some days, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Rai to retire from government service and come to Jagannath Puri. These descriptions of the meetings between Ramananda Rai and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are taken from the notebook of Swarup Damodar Goswami. So, verse 1 says, Sancharya Ramabhida Bhakta Meghe Shubhakti Siddhanta Chamritani Goradbhi Ete Amana Vitirnais Tasgyantva Ratnalayatam Prayati. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is known as Gauranga, is the ocean of all conclusive knowledge in devotional service. He empowers Sri Ramananda Rai, who may be likened to a cloud of devotional service. This cloud was filled with the water of all the conclusive purports of devotional service and was empowered by the ocean to spread this water over the sea of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Thus, the ocean of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became filled with the jewels of the knowledge of pure devotional service. So, verse 5. Sri Nrsimha, Jaya Nrsimha, Jaya 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 Nrsimha, Prahladesa, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Vranga. All glory to Sri Nrsimha Dev, all glory to Nrsimha Dev, who is the Lord of Prahlad Maharaj, and like a honeybee, is always engaged in beholding the lotus-like face of the goddess of fortune. While Lord Mahaprabhu was visiting some Nrsimha temple, he was reciting this verse. Ugropi anugra evayam. That's where he recited some other mantras also. प्रभु कहे बड़ श्लोक साध्य निर्णय राय कहे स्वधर्माचरणे विष्णु भक्ति है. Mahaprabhu asked this question. Yes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Ramananda Rai recite a verse from the revealed scripture concerning the ultimate goal of life, sadhya. Ramanand Varnashrama Charvata Purushana Parapaman Vishnu Aradhate Pantha Nanyat Tattva Karanam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, is worshipped by the proper execution of prescribed duties in the system of Varnashrama. There is no other way to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One must be situated in the institution of the four Varnas and ashrams. But Mahaprabhu said, Prabhu kahe iho vaya age kahar, Raya kahe Krishna karmarpana sarva sadhyasa. So the Lord replied, this is external. You had better tell me of some other means. So Ramananda said, Jat karosi, jat asnasi, jat juhosi, dadasi, jat tapasasi kauntiya, tat kurusam adarpanam. Ramananda continued, my dear son of Kunti, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer in sacrifice, whatever you give in charity, and whatever austerities you perform, all the results of such activities should be offered to me, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is a quotation in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9. So verse 61 says, Prabhu kahe, eva vahya age kaha, raya kahe, sudharman tyaga, is sadhyasa. But this is also external. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, please proceed and speak further on this matter. Ramananda replied, to give up one's occupational duties in the Varnashram system is the essence of the perfection. Verse 62. Agya eva gunan dosan maya deshtan apislokan dharman santajya sarvan mam bhajeta sasattama. Ramananda continued, occupational duties are described in the religious scriptures. If one analyzes them, he can fully understand their qualities and faults and then give them up completely and to render service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such a person is considered a first-class man. Verse 63. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam saranam braja aham tvam sarvapapebhya mukke saimasuja. As stated in the scripture Bhagavad Gita 1866. After giving up all kinds of religious and occupational duties, if you come to me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and take shelter, I will give you protection from all of life's sinful reactions. Do not worry. Prabhu ka eva vahaya age kaha. Raya ka jnana misra bhakti sadhya sa. So, after hearing Ramananda Raya speak in this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again rejected his statement and said, go ahead and say something more. So, verse 65. Brahmabhut prasanatma na suchudina kankati samasarvis bhutesha madhvakti lavate param. Ramananda Raya continued, according to the Bhagavad Gita, one who is thus transcendently situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed and toward every living entity. In that state, he attends pure devotional service unto me. Prabhu ka eva bhaya age kaha, Raya kahe jnana sunya bhakti sadhyasa. So after hearing this, the Lord as usual rejected it, considering it to be external and devotional service. He again asked Ramananda Raya to speak further, and Ramananda Raya replied, pure devotional service without any touch of speculative knowledge is the essence of perfection. So verse 66. Jnane prayasam mudapasa namanta eva jivanti sanmukarata bhavadiya vartam sthane sthita shrutigatam kanuvang manobhe je prayaso jito pyasita sulukyam. Ramananda Raya continued, Lord Brahma said, my dear Lord, those devotees who have thrown away the impersonal conception of the absolute truth and have therefore abandoned discussing empiric philosophical truths should hear from all self-realized devotees about your holy name, form, pastimes, and qualities, and they should completely follow the principles of devotional service and remain free from all illicit sex, gambling, intoxication, and animal slaughter. Surrendering themselves fully with body, words, and mind, they can live in any ashram or social status. Indeed, you are conquered by such persons, although you are always unconquerable. प्रभु कहे एव है आगे को आर राय कहे प्रेम भक्ति सर्वदा सद्य सार. At this point, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "This is all right, but still you can speak more on the subject." Ramananda then replied, "Ecstatic love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the essence of all perfection." So we'll take up in the next chapter, next part. Thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like our channel, and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.